Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who still has you on their mind, and they may have been a little bit shy about how they really feel about you. Talking about or expressing those emotions may be really difficult for them, but they know that you are the one that got away. They know that they compare others to you, but they haven't been able to forget you the way they may have expected to. And they still feel very attracted to you. They have this hope, or maybe even they suspect that you are still interested in or attracted to them. So I do feel like this is somebody who's about to let you know that they still want you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, DeMarco. How are you doing? If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. And if you're interested in becoming a member, there are 3 different tiers starting at $3.99. There's a link in the description box for that as well. We're going to dive in with, we go with the Beginner's Tarot. What else do we have? Hey, James, what's going on? Also, if you are an existing member, thank you. But I did just post an update or an announcement for you that I'm pretty excited about. And I also posted another video for the stars and towers. All right, let's dive right in. 9 of Cups. Okay, I want this over here. 9 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Feeling like they got to experience what they really want, and then they lost it. Feeling like they mismanaged, fumbled, or messed up a good thing just because they weren't, I don't know, smart about it. They weren't willing to be honest with themselves about how they felt, perhaps. So the Magician's in the reverse because they feel like even if they normally could handle a situation like that pretty well, that they couldn't around you, or they couldn't deal with the situation with you the way they should have. You might make this person really nervous. Four of Wands. Sorry, keeps bothering me. High Priestess and the 7 of Cups in the reverse. Oh, now they are listening to their intuition, and they've realized that what they really want is something serious with you. They didn't really want to admit that to themselves. They didn't want to admit it to other people. But absence makes the heart grow fonder. This distance, or this inability to be next to you or to be honest with you, has been more difficult than they wanted to admit, right? Hey, Key Controller, how's it going? What else do we have? All right. I'm sorry. My candles are bothering me today. Maybe if I move this one over here. Does that work? Is that better? How's your day going, Key Controller? 8 of Wands. Queen of Wands in the reverse. And apparently also the 10 of Wands. Lots of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think this is somebody who wants to reach back out. I think it's become too difficult for them to be at a distance from you. I think they find themselves not very interested or attracted to others. No one compares to you, right? So they feel miserable. They're struggling to sleep at night with the Nine of Swords. And they know that the only thing that is going to make a better life, or the only thing that'll make a difference for them, is more cowbell. Obviously, I don't mean that. Obviously, what they need is to see you. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? This Tower is about the change they know they need to do or make or create in their life. They know that they looked at things the wrong way in the past, and they've decided to be a little bit more blunt with themselves or direct with themselves about what really happened or the role they played in the situation, right? I hope you get some good rest, third eye. Hello, Nathaniel. How's it going? Excuse me. The Fool in the reverse, 7 of Cups. Temperance in the reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. So the number 7 is important. It's unusual for the number 7 to be prominent on the Tower, but it is for this particular deck because they do a numerology number in the corner. But we also have the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles here. We also have the 7 of Cups in the reverse from the other deck. So look, we've got somebody who feels like they made the wrong choice. They feel like they got distracted or they bought into the wrong perception. They have been miserable. They have been upset. Maybe even would say that they've been depressed. They've been trying to invest in the things that they have around them, or, you know, business as usual, but they cannot deny that things don't feel the same. They can't get excited over the same things that they used to. It's just different now that they've figured out that they love you, right? So we have the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I just feel like this is a lot of sadness coming through. But it's that sadness that they've had to admit, like it's making them confront the fact that they really do miss you. They can't attribute it to anything else. And the fact that they're not interested in anybody else or kind of isolating themselves from other people. Even though I do feel like in general, they could be quite social. I think they have a pretty extensive network of people that would potentially invite them places or run into them. This is someone who's been a bit pulled back or quiet. They're waiting for a chance. They want an opportunity to connect with you. 4 of Wands again, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, 2 of Swords. To be honest, this feels like somebody realizing just how they feel for you when you may be elevating in a different direction. Because this is starting to look like they feel this is a loss. Like they've discovered what they really feel or how much they want you after you've moved on, after you've chosen somebody else, after you've let go. So let's see if the Fairy Lenormand will confirm any of that for us. Hello, Admiring Penguin. How are you doing? Hello, Voyager. Hello, Mr. Wa. Am I supposed to do that whole thing? Can I call you Mr. W? I could be Ms. W. All right, what else do we have? All right, so we've got the girl, number 13, and the scythe, which is number 10. It kind of feels to me like someone's chosen a new path. That this Five of Cups energy, this King of Wands who's been hoping to maybe find a way to reconcile, they might be finding out that you are no longer open to that. That you have found peace or happiness in a different relationship, or maybe you've moved too far away and they feel like that just, makes it impossible to actually pursue something with you. This is the Rider-Waite or the Waite-Smith. The Moon in the reverse, Queen of Swords. Yeah. I think they feel a little bit betrayed. It's like, I thought that, you were just doing stuff you needed to do for work or working on yourself. I think they're mad at themselves for taking too long. Two of Cups in the reverse. So somebody else elevating is heartbreak or an ending for this Five of Cups, King of Wands. Yeah, that's what this looks like. So we have somebody who is stuck in their feelings, frustrated, wondering if there's anything that they can do or if it really is like completely too late, because there's competition here. This Five of Cups seems like a more permanent state for them because they did not find a way to resolve this problem with you. And now they feel like you've chosen someone else. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, we just had that over here. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels to me like I've lost you and that you've chosen someone else, or that you've accepted an offer from someone else and you don't want an offer from me. Death. Ace of Wands in the reverse. And the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I didn't want it to be over. I was hoping that we could find, second chance. But now I feel like no matter what I do, you've already given up. That I don't have an option, right? I don't have a chance. Hey, Laura. Hello, James. Hello, other James. Four of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Cups. So even though I was hoping we could resolve our problems, even though I still have feelings for you, I guess you don't have feelings for me because you've decided to live with someone else, or you've decided to date someone else. Yeah, I think they're just a little bit frustrated. All right, this is the Bianco Nero. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? Hello, Steve. Hello, Selena. Hello, Darnell. How's it going? Two of Wands, the Devil. Queen of Wands. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is basically saying, I hear that you're dating someone else, or I hear that maybe you've actually moved on, that maybe you're not interested in me anymore, but I really feel like I can convince you to change your mind. I know you really find me attractive as well. I feel the sexual tension. So I feel like this is someone who's going to try to flirt with you and be like, okay, that's cute and all. You feel like you found somebody new, but like, is it really as good as it was with me? So they're, I think, still going to go for the Hail Mary. I think this is somebody who feels like they can risk it all and say, I know you enjoyed our time together or still think about me or whatever it is, because of course you do. So just so you know, I compare everyone else to you. Nobody's as good as you. I think this is someone saying, I don't care. I know you've got someone else that you're seeing, and I'm going to give it my best shot regardless. I'm going to see if I can distract you. Can I say hello to Steve? Hello. Yeah, that's the thing. If somebody's told you, but they don't believe it, I guess. They don't want to pay attention to that. So we have door to romance, door to value, the sun, and indecision. Their goal is to make an offer you can't refuse. They want to make it clear that they're willing to invest in you more than they had previously. Now, for some of you, this is literally somebody who wants to be like, hey, guess what? I got a new job. I've got more money that I can spend on you now. Or I got a new place and there's like a whole closet just for you, even some drawers for like, you know, your clothes or whatever. This is someone who wants to show you it could be really amazing if you choose me. I don't think you should make your choice too quickly. At least make an informed decision. Here's the other choice you have. There, it's like, I'm going to give you the best possible offer. I don't know. Is it real? This is like my best and final offer, right? Like, I know you have somebody else who's interested in you, but like, I'm going to make it real difficult for you to ignore me. Hello, Toby. How are you doing? Dang it. Oh, I'm so shocked to see the self-absorbed card. Or sorry, self-centered. It's like the same thing. Preoccupied with the interests of self. Yeah, they definitely were dealing with some financial issues that kept them away, distracted, felt like they needed to have a certain type of offer in order to be with you. But this is also somebody who may be a little unrealistic in terms of how to interact in a romantic way because of that self-centered energy. So I feel like you did let this person go. I feel like you were, disappointed or frustrated because they didn't know how to be compassionate or they weren't respectful. This is the Morgan Greer. What else do we have? Six of Swords. High Priestess, King of Pentacles. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Whoever you are, whatever your gender may be, you are this high priestess because your intuition, because you're high, because your intuition is already warning you. It's like you hear this little ringing in your ear. Things are going well. I feel like I've got some stability going on. I feel like I've connected with a new friend or connected with a new love interest. And maybe you feel their energy, especially if this is a twin flame connection, but this person is going to be trying to like reclaim you, tell you, of course, you're mine. I know you're obsessed with me. I'm obsessed with you. Yeah. Ego. This is definitely about ego. Hello, Alana. How are you doing? Yeah, sometimes reconciliation is impossible. 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups in the reverse. What do you mean you don't want me? How can you not want me? I'm the best. Oh my God, the ego here is, I don't know if it's going to fit in this room for much longer. It really gets under their skin when someone rejects them. They don't understand it. 2 of Wands and the Hanged Man. They feel like they have the ability to like change your mind. They feel like they can convince you. They can persuade you. Is this person the type that like thinks they're smarter than they actually are? Just curious. You guys, those are my favorite. All right, what else do we have? Ooh. Bend in my 2 of Cups card. Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? Ooh, and the Lovers in the reverse. Okay, yeah. I am a little hesitant to say this, but I'm just gonna say it. What's coming through is basically, yes, I've let you go. Yes, I found somebody new. And yes, they're better than you. Don't hurt me. Just laying down the law. Like, I know you have the world's biggest ego and you're confident that you can just come strolling back in or strolling back in and make some little offer and I'll always choose you. But guess what? You compare others to me? Well, that's cool. This person is better than you. I feel like it's going to be problematic. This feels to me like we have fighting words, right? Like, I know exactly what you're going to say. You're going to try to come in here and say, I shouldn't choose somebody else because they would never compare to you or they can't, insert whatever phrase you expect them to say because I know you know what they would say. But they feel they're the best you've had, right? They feel like you're going to choose me eventually, right? This might be some false bravado because they've also been stuck in that 5 of Cups, Magician in the reverse energy. So they may wildly swing between insecurity and the biggest ego in the land. But they felt like they could distract you or seduce you away from this new love. And you're like, no. Not even tempted. This makes them feel like they have no options. They did not expect this response. They did not expect you to reject them. They certainly did not expect to feel the way they feel after they made this like big gesture to come back towards you or to try to, steal you back. So it might leave them a little speechless, which would be probably fairly uncommon for them. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you doing? Thank you, Pharaoh. What else do we have? The Magician again. And the High Priestess again. But the Raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. What is that word? Any Edgar Allan Poe fans out there? Or maybe even just like The Simpsons? You tell this person or you told them, nevermore. I'm done with you. No, thank you. I'm a pass. And they're trying to figure out why. They're trying to figure out what you know about them or who you've been talking to or who you're hanging out with. They cannot fathom how you would choose someone else or wouldn't go for what they just offered, especially if this is a person who normally does not want to do anything commitment-wise or doesn't want other people to see them out and about with someone. It's like, but I offered you this thing that I never offered you before. And you're like, yeah, that's part of the problem. The Star. So we could have like a decent amount of Aquarius energy here. We've got, when the light was extinguished, she covered me warm and she prayed to the angels to keep me from harm, to the Queen of the Angels to shield me from harm. You have incredibly magical energy, and I feel like you previously had not tapped into it nearly as much as you do now. And that's a big part of this protective energy around you. This does mean that there are people who feel like they should be able to access your energy when they feel like they need to be taken care of or recharged. They may expect you to be more forgiving than you really are expected to be or obligated to be. But I don't know that this person has been realistic with how they approach you, primarily because they already struggle with self-awareness and reading the room. I like it, third eye. So we've got chasing and obscurity, pursuit, toxicity, resilience, secrets, mysteries, and concealing. There's something you don't tell them because it's your business, right? There's something you're not willing to give them. Maybe they want to know the name of the person you're hanging out. Maybe they want to know what you're going to do or where you're going to be. They don't like that you're withholding information, and they don't like that you're not choosing them. This is making their toxic energy like expand like it's bacteria. It's exponential. They get really mad. The thing is, this individual, the Five of Cups, Magician in the reverse, would probably not learn from their mistakes if this Star High Priestess were to just take them right back, right? There's a lesson that still needs to be learned by this Magician in the reverse. They still feel like they can act the way they want to, or that they don't need to apologize for certain behavior. They still feel like they can control this person. I do feel like this is someone who may like to get people obsessed. They feel like whatever magic they possess is no match for the magic that you possess. They cannot control you. Hello, Enfants. How are you doing? This is the Gypsy Oracle. What else do we have? Thief in the reverse. Misfortune in the reverse. So Mr. or Ms. Steal Your Girl is getting rejected, not able to achieve what they're looking to achieve. They don't break up this high priestess with their new boo. They're not nearly as persuasive as they thought they were. They were hoping for this reunion, but the reunion doesn't go the way they wanted it to. Messenger in the reverse, constancy in the reverse, and widower. So now we have someone mourning the end of the relationship, realizing that their inconsistent approach or their lack of loyalty, perhaps poor communication, it doesn't get erased just because they make some grand gesture or just because they publicly claim you. The magic they may be trying, that's not going to make a difference either. They're having to admit that they've lost. There's someone else here that has approached you with respect or care or empathy. Someone who comes across as more mature, someone who is also healed with that doctor. It could actually be someone who works in the medical profession, but I feel like this is more so commenting on someone who takes healing seriously and is not going to operate in like manipulative ways, feeling like obsession is just as fun as love, right? This is the Kipper. What else do we have? Bad health in the reverse, child, coffin in the reverse, and family room. If they were hoping you would be susceptible to their lies, they are finding that you are in fact not susceptible to them. The High Priestess, again, is energy of somebody who's able to see through illusions, right? You come through as the star because you are protective energy, but they may have thought that that's what the main thing was about you. Your magic was about comforting others. They don't realize that you also are probably psychic, highly intuitive, that you see through them, right? So whatever their little approach is, it doesn't work. They didn't want this to be over, but they can't compare to the person that you've been connecting with or the person who makes a much more like romantic or what's the word I want? It's like an offer with integrity, right? This is because you can tell that the person from your past is not being honest. We've got sudden wealth in the reverse and false person. They're going to lie to you and you know it. You've already seen this pattern with this person in the past and you can tell that they're still up to that same old kind of stuff. Probably exaggerating, making things sound much more amazing than they really are, just because they want to see if they can dazzle you, if they can steal you away or get another, moment with you. Hello, famous Seamus. How are you doing? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.